focus through tiles for TTR to try to work their way back in, but wow.
And Nope. The camera was propped up as if it didn't see we did.
Dog and Nerf both flashed with the first things in. I mean, are you kidding me? Wow. That is
anti-flash somewhere.
Zelda can't believe it.
I'm sweeping this matter. TTR want to take advantage of that by letting Core pick this map.
Oh, I remember that. Post-plant setups have been, I think, the foiling problem for a lot of teams on this map, especially through stage 1. And it definitely bled into the MSC. So we'll see if that will continue to plague squads here today. Again, this is not necessarily a bread and butter pick for either of our two teams. So it does feel like a bit of an even battleground. Spycam up top, tall. Trying to get a read on this hit, coming forward through B main. It is coming quickly. Fault line out, wingman in, double blast pack for Zeldris, doesn't see anything inside the site, and now it's down to Trip to set up the retake as the spike gets planted.
And finally, the camera got broken too, so no element of surprise, but a trip. It's spotted by Zeldris. They tried to play the planner just to make sure they could hold back Boba, and that initiates the retake now for TTR.
Paranoia comes through well. The Dizzy does provide a little bit of separation here for Core to hold on to the site, at least for the time. Good fault line on the way in. Ziff trying to watch the cross, but it does have to shake off the flash, does it well. Also, the wingman denied, gets to halfway, but doesn't make a difference.
TTR. Yeah. But he had too many bodies towards the end here on B main, and let's hold that thought.
Well, don't hold it for too long. Statter was completely caught. And actually, Ziff kind of lurking through mid, gets a long range ghost kill onto Stellar deep through mid. So wingman will do his duty. Dizzy's figure will watch for a while. Don't know what you call that. It's like the spirit of Dizzy.
Here. The bubbles, the souls.
When Valorant turns into a Souls leg. Nerve stops the rotation in at TTR. With just Corey on a sheriff, will likely be left to seeing what he can do, which will likely not be all that much. Seeing on the way out. And yep, Corey's going to have a very comfortable second round here. Maybe not dropping anybody at all, actually.
They definitely want to give this kill over to Nerve. Although B-Dog catches Zeldris, sorry. And what a move by Corey. They were trying to close that gap here just to make sure that Nerve could move forward and try to get this pick so they can get TTR to put their foot down and defend this B site.
A quick action here over towards A main with focus through tiles for TTR to try to work their way back in, but wow, little slide back from T-Dog. Running and gunning with the stinger, catches out Corey, and all of a sudden, Core have found themselves on what was essentially a reduced kind of force buy situation.
Yeah.
Looking at numbers, 5v2 with Thrash to clear off the site. Stellar the only one in their way, and that may be enough. He gets 3. Almost enough ammunition to find the 4th as well. But Adder will be left to try to clean things up. 1v2, sloppy first one, but still finds the kill. And now we go 1v1, Neural Theft still connecting.
And that Thrash is gone too. So Nerve cannot reuse it to clear the A site to figure out where Adder could be. And Adder's in a good position, but Nerve wins it. So
yeah.
I love that TTR. They decide to take a step back on that and just want to play the retake. And also the exits, because you got 4 pistols.
Well, Showstopper, no, doesn't quite get around the corner, but it does clear off the site. So retaking, like you mentioned, with largely just pistols. Adder on a Vandal. Tough to do, but there's a lot of utility that can connect and actually separate this post-plant setup, but Snarly holding over the top. That works out nicely. Dizzy just to reconfirm that if there is any defenders on site, they are dealt with, and boy, are they. B-Dog, last one left. No antics here. Take over a little bit more lethargically than maybe you would think, considering how many players were here, but B-Dog says, don't worry, guys, I got it.
And you're still going to play passive hold still from TTR. You have a beautiful Rolling Thunder you could use on a retake with a Showstopper as well. So they'll probably just let the plant go down. And they will. Now remember, the spot here on the top of the box is from Snarly. Do we still have that Mosh available from B-Dog as they're slowly moving forward? 5-player retake. There is that Mosh, bounces through, forces a TP. There's a Rolling Thunder. The lurk from Ziff, though.
Yeah, that lurk from Ziff makes us very one-dimensional. Showstopper trying to clear out the backside at elbow. No one has looked towards Zeldris, and he will punish. Corey does connect with the Showstopper, but it's not enough to make too much influence happen on the site itself. As
they wanted to break the door and flood back out. Now they realize that there's nothing happening towards this B site. They still want to commit towards this A site. They have the power of numbers, bodies, weapons, everything, just to secure this round.
Stellar just can't get out of the corner. And that will be likely round number 6 here. As Troop, how do you want to try to make a go of this? You don't just want to sit here and let it go by idly. And, well, Adder does get one. Whoa, nervy moment. As, well, didn't mean to make that. Okay, I see. What's the call here? A little bit forward pressure over towards B. That's not too atypical. And Zeldris right into the mix, actually. Yeah, Val, he did the one finding the kills this time. Thrash behind it. Nerve not able to find anyone inside the site with the Rolling Thunder supplying support to get in, but there is one connection towards market, but troops stay alive through this, at least for a time they do. We did will be eliminated, and now it's on to the rotation in, and Swingman will get to work for the plant.
They have their own Thrash to retake the site though from B-Dog, but they're gonna have to retake with the knock 2 for 4. It's gonna be difficult right now. Oh, nice one better.
Dropping. Thrash will just be avoided. You do force the entire post plant to be here at main. The question is, will Troop know that? Good mosh. Pushes Nerve off the angle just a touch. Dizzy to try to re-engage. Nothing yet. Corey has to find some pixel peek and oh, what a shot! Catches Snarly. The initial diffuse, toggled and backed off. 3v3 situation. Corey's got to find a way to try to get forced back in. T-Dog for the 1-for-1. Pain shells off the corner. Last one left is Nerve. He's yet to be seen though. Opening shots are decent. 1v1 now with Corey. Oh, the shots, the ADS, just 2 bullets. And there's not enough time, so Nerve will hold on for Core to get their 7.
Has blown up so far in the favor of Core. They've definitely fixed those issues in the post-fight moments.
Oh, good counter paranoia. Shuts down the showstopper. Once again, doing his job. Crosshair focus moved as B-Dog will at least get one trade. Wingman denied. Snarly on the corner, making sure that this one member of Turtle Troop on the full pin gets nothing. That's exactly what comes through. A lower buy here for Troop, so the expectations, I'm sure, were not super high. So a couple of the kills are decent, but all things told, Core, like you said, looking good here.
It doesn't give you a chance to have those retakes. Core is doing a great job tempoing and taking control of these rounds where one round is quick, one round is stable, knowing that the economy gets their point. Yeah, that's crazy. Could be a trade here, though.
It's still not enough. I mean, this is true, very voluntarily giving away any ideas at trying to contest through B main, which they've tried to get setups for before. And now it's a 4-man defensive stack into mid, and they come away lesser for it by a lot. It's a 1-for-3 exchange. You don't have to be an accountant to know it's not worth it.
Unless I'm a fraud. And I
One enemy remaining.
Nope. No evade this time around from Stellar. So unfortunately, everything stays calm. These guys know how to count. And I do my taxes.
Easy ask, I'll tell you that much. And that's what they're pretty much set up for.
Wait, the camera just missed.
And more importantly, Core have walked into sight. So now you're forward on these Guardians. Paint shells is placed nicely. I mean, Troop is just so far out of the play. The only thing about this is, can they catch the spike carrier? And so far, yes.
Down B.
And a weapon upgrade too. Paranoia trying to delay the clock, but Corey just got caught. The play was too good from both ends in the beginning. Because like I said, when they inserted those players down from TTR at middle, the camera was propped up as if it didn't see we did.
Map is just over. So this is all fringing upon, can Troop win the pistol and then try to embellish some of the issues that Core had defensively? Nope, not like this. Zeldris has other plans in mind, getting the opening 2 before the round barely even starts.
And B-Dog's only got 10 HP. They close the door. They have to funnel everybody from TTR into main.
One enemy
Should be
remaining.
3 kills. Stellar following the wingman, just trying to get the plant down at least. A silver lining now for Stellar.
Really impressive stuff here from Core. Force buy all the way through here now from Troop because you have to. And you lose this one, game's just over. So these 5 Stingers better do something. And this is one of those, throw the playbook out. Let's just rush something down.
But look at that, you can definitely see that they're flustered here for TTR because that flash that he threw, they can't even pick that back up. It's just thin on the top of the pillar, so now it's just, they're just gonna hold W and try to get a win.
At a certain rate, I think teams will default back to the page 1 game plan of we're just better than you, hold W. This is the we don't know what to do, so hold W. That's what it kind of feels like right now for Troop. And it's working out. 4v3 situation. Lots of utility still left for T-Dog and Nerf both. Flashes in the first things in. I mean, are you kidding me?
One enemy remaining.
Wow. That is
anti-flash somewhere.
SEAL Team 6 right there, my guy.
Yeah.
I'll flash in. You look right, I'll look left.
TTR thought that they had it figured out, and maybe not.
That's kind of been the story for. We'll talk about it more in the rest of this map set. It's been kind of the story across both these two teams at times that they just don't look confident in what they're playing on any given map, especially ones that are not concrete for them. So, first blood good though for Court, and missed a chance there. Nerf, T-Dog trying to still hold on to the A site. Dizzy held on to, thrown out late. Mosh does not get to the corner though. Troop finding the kills they need to get onto site, but the spike is going the long way around. So a chance for the defense to rotate over, but it is a numbers advantage here for Troop with post plant setup.
Spike planted.
It's just too good. I mean, it looked at the beginning here that they're just wide swinging, being confident and got punished for it, but you got these guys that just won't miss as well. So I understand why they want to play so aggressively and do not give a damn about TTR's setup so far. Now the hat, even silver lining, the best thing you've got here is the slant or maybe playing very passively, and it's not going to happen. Zeldris 3 kills with the Outlaw, and a strong finish for Core. 13-2 on the first half. I mean,
it'll. Zeldris can't believe it.
He's like, I'm sleeping this map.
No, he's their father, is what it is.
And then they both got punished here by B-Dog. Beautiful round. 10-0 half now.
Oh man, it goes from bad to worse that quickly.
Oh yeah, monster on the loose.
Thrash out. That's spent over towards Hookah. Oh, and the Prowler does get essentially shut down over towards his play at B main. Also an early teleport for Zeldris, but there is a barrier orb there, my guy. No. And a lot of nades that he's just trying to bounce up and over from. Mosh. Shrapnel from every form of ability that Valorant can provide. And they know that Zeldris is stuck inside of this teleporter, and they may force him to shoot this down as they kill Noise to create a little bit more doubt here in the core setup.
Look at his position behind the wall. So he's made it out, but as soon as it breaks, and unfortunately, even if they score first blood and there's no more smokes here for TTR, they're still trying to make a move. They're still trying to find information. Whoa! How does that get a full damage kill?
Great question. But a snap heard around the world right there. Troop still committed to playing through and into B here. How do they clear this one out? And the answer is they don't. No one even looks over towards Elbow. T-Dog confirms there's another player nearby, and that's enough for Zeldris to stay back. Paint shells re-earned, go up and over. Dizzy out, and the timing of that not great. So Zeldris makes the most of being stuck inside the teleporter, and Core will get their first round.
It had to take a
13-2 or worse. I don't think I've ever seen that in the history of me casting Valorant.
It's very competitive on both ends. At least now they got information on Corey. They got the information on one playing towards U-Haul, and now put into account an outlaw on the top of heaven.
Oh, but Weeded is still lingering in this smoke. Does anyone bother to try even think about clearing this?
Guardian with a stinger, though.
Yeah. Prowler's on the way. Smoke is still here. Timing is decent, but Ziff with a snap. Wow, headshot there. Adder trying to re-clean over towards U-Hauls. T-Dog trying to back up and does just barely enough to avoid the one-shot kill from the judge. Now the double swing in, and nothing there for Troop. Core, force buying the rest of the way. Chat right now are like, thank you. I know how Valorant chat is.
I done it. Right, chat? I done it, right? But lots of ghosts, lots of ghosts. We talked about how this is going to be a bloodbath from the beginning, right? So 5 ghosts on one end for the team of Core, and they've already lost one of it, while for TTR, you do have a bit more on your end, like, or a bit less, rather. 4 ghosts in a classic, but the trades are in favor of Core to start.
And this is one of the things about Harbor. It's just so much area denial so quickly. Zeldris getting forward up top. Finds himself a lot of damage plus kill. Follow-up is good from Court, and it leaves it to a 3v4 with a low health pool here on Corey. Just one flash for him to play with. So a lot of the focus rests with what Stellar and Adder can do on this take towards A. Knife will reveal no one's home. If they can get this spike planted cleanly, there's an opportunity here to use this as a good post-plant setup.
It'll happen. Actually, there's one shark dart available still, so they're just gonna have to avoid that for. Oh, Seller's gonna eat it, but thankfully he's full health. So here is a free plant coming in now, and that's what you wanted. And you saw while TTR was scaling up inside this A site that the orb got picked up by Core, right? So Nerve already picked it up on his end. So keep an eye on that.
Well, the Dizzy doesn't work out. The follow flash is decent. Adder turns that into a double.
Wait a
Does get
minute.
traded up, but his job is done. Now it's on to Corey. 1v2. Cannot take a bullet worth of damage.
No orb. Wait, it's for him.
This is an incredible long form.
enemy
Wait, are we
remaining.
kidding right now? Wait.
Wait, 410?
Yeah. Does he get out? Oh my gosh. Oh, but the slide. That was comedy. Watching Starly just cha-cha slide on the
Yeah.
rope over.
Try to get
First-
one ult up sooner than later on the attack. But yeah, it seems to be just a regular retake play coming out from TTR. I like that they're... Oh, yeah. Continue. Take it over.
Wow, okay. Flash trying to step an extra bit forward. Oh, but okay.
Wait a
Nanoswarming
minute.
still lasts, works out well. And now it's just down to Adder. Spike is planted. Adder with the snap! Almost! But no. And that legitimately just comes down to the fact that Troop, they're thinking no one's on
Get
site.
a thrifty against TTR. And again, it continues this weird storyline of this weird buy that will continue on from these two teams.
Well, Lockdown looking to go early here. Again, no counter. At least not in the form of a Hunter's Fury. T-Dog still over the top, nearly collected onto 2. Doesn't fully work out. Zeldris staying a little longer than maybe he would have liked to, since the damage had already come out, but it'll be Blades to zone off the rest of this, and now it's just down to the timing of Lockdown on the other side if they want to make a play for a retake, and here it comes.
But a counter lockdown is so far out because of that thrash. So everybody could play safe and turtle inside the map, but they decide to pull back instead towards jail, and we
Yeah.
just died.
One detainment comes through. Core maybe has an opportunity to utilize their numbers. Look at the quick rewrap though from Adder. He is on his sprint all the way back to the middle of the map. Ziff, B-Dog trading
watching
out.
it. They
Ziff
heard
still
it.
dealing damage. He finds Adder. That's massive. Now Troop have to somehow find a way to hold this from the front. Mosh,
Molly.
post-plant Molly, looking decent, but Zeldris forces the issue forward, and it's the shorty to give him his 3rd kill with enough time for Snarly to finish off the defuse. We're tied at
3
3.
players towards the A side on the defense for Core. And Turtle Trooper looking to pop here just under the tube once again.
Bot coming back.
What a swing. We have had one round in which both teams have had full purchase. And now all of a sudden Core start to flex their muscles just a touch as the first 2 kills go their way with this push through tunnel. And yeah, the crazy antics of this one have largely been thwarted pretty much as soon as the barriers dropped. Zeldris also reading the sentry turrets being tested by Stellar. Alarm bot placed in a nice spot to keep Corey at bay. And yeah, there's just no way this works out for Troop.
Unless Stellar could do something right now. Remember, he is the one with the hero rifle, and he's found good timings in the past against M80 on Ascent. Remember with his Guardian. About to come head-to-head against Snarly here. Bane, now the shots coming out from Snarly at the top of Orange. This is a chance now for Corey to come out. Oh, couldn't get the kill.
Yeah, the alarm.
Now
bot
the
just-
plan's done.
It's just
Enemy remaining.
such an easy alert system. Zeldris, Shorty. Actually, the first shot kind of missed. That was awkward. This whole engagement is awkward. But it's a full
Brawly from both ends.
super scrappy. No command spent here early. Troop is trying to keep the pedal down here. And that is enough for B-Dog to push further into the site. Nanoswarm doesn't really stop much of this hit whatsoever. Mosh pit thrown deep. Weeded trying to hold the opposite corner. Nolkman going to fade here in a moment. Stellar on the plant. T-Dog still very patiently holds the corner. Viper's pit to reinforce. Now T-Dog's position known, but the high-low setup is good. Core find first blood, but now the problem here, Vansili, is how do you clear out the pit?
Easily, because right now it doesn't cover the back of the site, so it allows for the players to just play around the dice. But unfortunately, Star was alone.
Well, Weeded has still kept the integrity of the smoke good. Zeldris may force him to move. He's the only one who could really contest this post plant. Stellar tries to spam it out. No one home. Here's a follow-up. Not essentially clean for Weeded, but it still works out for one. Dizzy over the top. Zip at low HP. Dealt with. Now it's just down to Nerve. He's got to stick it inside the cove. Stellar, you have to go inside of it. Wait, Nerve pops off. He finds the kill. Does he have enough time to secure the rest of the defuse? Yes, he...
Yeah, he has to flick with 2 bullets to try to get the kill. Both teams played it perfectly, but now Core finally takes the lead by 2. Force buy.
Yep, I was going to say, Economy still keeping TTR, playing off that same identity. Core rotating over quickly. They will not have Snarly for a while. And the timing may work out for Troop to get themselves a post plant that they can work with. They cannot play this deep. They cannot afford to. You have to stay close with these stingers. Thrash at the ready. If Stellar can find a way to use it, he pops it immediately. Knives up and over for Zeldris, and it goes from high to low pretty decently, but Troop still deny things out. Thrash working out decently, but Core's weaponry still finds a way to find advantages. Just down to Stellar, not going to take the better of Ziff.
Because Core, realizing the amount of times that TTR have been working towards this A site, they decide to put the Viper's Pit in that spot. So Turtle Troop just getting ready for a null command back towards his B. Maybe it is time to put us on mute.
Yeah, maybe. Null command span. Cascade will fall. All of the defensive Viper utility gets placed. Wingman working on the plant through the poison cloud and is successful. Knife will also come through. That should surely, yeah, reveals 2. So B-Dog will feel pretty confident in his ability just to hold this angle for anyone else rotating in, which for Core, they're actually all rotating right on top of the spike here. Good shock dart, does connect. B-Dog misses his first, still has the knives in the back pocket. Zeldris forces some attention back over towards the spike. Here comes the flash and the retake over towards yellow. Shots are clean. 2 for Zeldris.
One enemy
Time becoming a bit of an issue, but the pinch is also good, and we did the last one standing.
They have an opportunity for Core in this buy to keep it very healthy within the next.
Yeah. Shots are decent for B-Dog. Wow, good trade from Corey. That range with the ghost. Hunter's sure going to be called. This is an expensive round here for Core. And they're still not able to get Corey out of sight until Zeldris finally is able to find him. So, okay, that should lead to a plant. And likely with that, the round, 2 Guardians and a Frenzy is what's left to battle with if you're Troop on the retake.
And a Molly missed too. They were trying to deny it by throwing that mosh. So this allows here for the players to play 4 generator for the lineups themselves. T-Dog has 2 shock darts. Zeldris was staying on the top of 410 to get information, and now you can just play the delay.
Yeah. Oh. Man, when you get shots like that land perfectly through smoke or a toxic wall like that, you have to feel like God's greatest gift to Valorant. It's like, I'm him. I'm like, what?
Chat, it's a movie from like the 1980s. I know we're giving our age, but there it is. The turret, he swings out, but unfortunately no kill. At least he got info on 2.
Yeah, it's true. But Core, stacked up still, are just going to walk through middle. This is being watched by Stellar. He has to see this. Otherwise, B-Dog is dead.
30 seconds left.
He gets the first. Wow.
That one. Wow.
Heck of a reposition. Adder also through mid. Helps out just a touch. Now the alarm bells start to ring. Even though B-Dog does drop inside the site, the rotation over is being held nicely. That's going to be a plant for T-Dog. Ziff is still locking down these defenders from rotating over from B. There is a bit of a second guess in terms of are they coming through mid? They could also come around all the way in the back. And the knife will also reveal that Ziff is still lurking over towards the backside at mid ramps. Corey over the top, not seen by the Aldrone. The barrel, of course, is seen on the We Did. T-Dog avoids the majority of the first flash, but not the second. And now Corey can try to hop it. Nano.
That's a quick lineup. Halfway.
Is it there? It is. Just barely. Gets 2!
No!
What? He get contact. Wow, he does, but the shot just grazes Snarly's left ear. And now it all rests on We Did. Playing from up high in his own Viper's Pit, as here comes the entirety of Core through the rope.
Oh, it hit him. Snake bite, though, to try to keep it back. He sees inside the pit. There's a alarm bot. Oh, man, he just got swarmed.
Yeah. Love the call. All of that changes if he doesn't get tagged out by that dart, but hard to react against it. Core now get their post plant. What is available for the retake? You're looking at the null command. But B-Dog on an operator. How does he get back into this? You're also still waiting for Stellar to get involved. I mean, there's a lot of tools that aren't here yet. They're still worried about what's coming over through mid. Corey's going to get the first touch. Doesn't turn into a commitment, but doesn't get out the nano swarm. Nerve still holding deep. Null command not popped yet for Corey. Still holding on to it. Here's the flank from Snarly. Only gets 1. Hold on a second. Troop starting to frag a little bit. Back and forth we go. Pinstripe goes the kill feed. Add the last one left. Corey just trying to give him information from the low ground as he's kneeling over. He's going to be able to at least take down one T-Dog off the swing. We'll confirm it, and we're still
Don't really
tied.
have it yet on the other side of TTR.
Close.
Might have to fight for OT if it continues this way.
Oh, gosh. That's an engagement that makes your skin crawl in a lot of different ways. Mosh gets placed. Cove is also up. Stellar. Impressive shot on the Zeldris. And he's still close enough to possibly catch one on the exit, maybe. Dizzy denied. Adder, he'll drop, and yep, Stellar will also fall to the snake bite. So things looking pretty calm here. 4v2, B-Dog would have to throw Monkey Wrench into the system, and his first challenge goes a bit awry.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, same for we did. Just down to B-Dog now, and the Adder still one away from the lockdown.
So they'll use the same wall and maybe a reckoning behind it to at least commit this time for a plant in this B site.
Reckoning
and
out
a Hunter's Fury too.
in combination. Weeded will drop. Lots of defensive utility off the board with that player dropping. No more Viper utility. Cove allows the plant to come through. And the post plant's going to be deep. And wow, you've got a shock dart at the ready. That's really actually about it. And a cascade. I mean, there's a chance here if Core get a little bit too bottled up that TTR could actually find some good value with their own utility here.
Chaos is going to come as soon as this Viper wall comes down.
Yep. Mosh over the top of yellow. Here comes the first push forward. Adder's able to get there to Dizzy. Not in a good spot. Or pardon me, it is in a good spot. Stellar gets it to halfway. Absolute mix fest over the top of the plant. 1v1. Stellar versus Nerve. Nerve gets the shoulder. Stellar still holding close. Tries to take the angle away. Toggles it again. It's the halfway. Nerve has to check this. There's a follow-up shoulder. And again, back and forth we go. Forcing the issue. Nerve with the win. Core
One
gets to...
small piece of util that's trying to show that they're committing towards this A site. And now with the cascade, though, still a good position for B-Dog. And the shots.
Trade is good, though. That's going to force the defense to have to move around a little bit. And there's a lot of pressure onto Adder right now. He's got to be responsible for middle and this B push. Oh, but Corey gets a read on towards Ziff. That could just be a lurk, though. Doesn't necessarily show the hand of this hit, but TTR are fully committed to playing over the back and top side of this A site.
Nice delay.
Yeah, the Mosh will hit the choke point perfectly. Corey flash available. Softball tosses it over the side, but gets dealt with. Zeldris able to find the kill. Reveal deep at the backside of the site. Wingman denied. T-Dog has to stick this for the plant. He will get it off. We extend the clock.
Gun sticking out.
Now here comes the swing. Snarly down low with Zeldris. That's going to work out to a 1v1. Adder versus Snarly. For the game or for more overtime. The pick comes through, and Adder wins the 1v1. And with that, the series for Turtle Troop.
It will be the game after all. Adder popping off in the rounds when it matters. In the overtime rounds.